Okay. After a pause to charge the camera, here I am back on the Borderlands. For episode 7, I think we're gonna let's. I don't know. I haven't watched this footage, but I feel like I'm running over the same shit. So we'll come up to a summation. What I see after these playthroughs about all of these characters in Borderlands. Maybe you didn't see this on your playthrough, but there is no really good or bad at that end of the universe. The good things happen to the common folk at that end of the universe because the right people paid other people with guns to make it happen and ensure it happened. That really does seem like the impression you get on this, as stated before, Mos Eisley cantina of a planet that is Pandora. So, it's fascinating because over 3 games, to me, you kind of see what happens in this universe. You see a corporation, well, you see corporate espionage on a planetary scale through mercenary work, to capitalize on a new resource. And at the end of it, Hyperion's been defeated. Pandora is pretty much, the power structure of Pandora remains the same, but here you have a government founded by outlaws, the outlawiest place on the planet that still pretty much is at the end of Borderlands 2, being the central hub for a new war. I mean, when you go into what the Iridian was saying at the end of the pre-sequel, which, watching this jump cut timeline, is they've finally captured Athena after Jack's dead, Hyperion smashed. That's probably like the last glimpse we have post Handsome Jack Pandora, is the opening and closing clips, the capture of Athena in between, like whatever. Why Athena went back to Pandora? Tales from the Borderlands. I finally got I got up on the entire canon of this story. So yeah, she was assisting Reese in the Tales of the Borderlands storyline, which also happened after Jack's apparent killing on Pandora. So, and knowing the end of that, that Jack's now a fucking computer entity makes sense. I don't know. He's a smart enough guy watching all that go. He'd have a fucking redundancy in the system. That's all of us crazy people do. But, so like what you have here on Pandora after the removal of Jack and the barrel structure saying the same is you're basically doing an outlaw army kind of situation. You've got the baddest ass motherfuckers. They're not soldiers because they're not going to follow orders from an army. Vault hunters. They're they're trying to literally assemble all the vault hunters they can, because again, war is coming, right? And here's where hopefully we'll get something in 3 that'll be the next linchpin in this storyline. Because like, what are the vaults? Are they gateways from an extra dimensional or another galaxy invasion, or are they what we call them? We call them vaults, but maybe they are. It's just gateways. Shit's about to start to come out of those things because too many of them have been opened here on Pandora and Elpis. And that's where why the Iridians are going, we need vault hunters because they can put down the stuff that comes out of the vault. That's the only army they apparently that is. I don't know. This is all speculation on what might happen in 3. At the end of 2, that's what we do have now, though. The most important planet in the universe in this coming war that Iridian alien was talking about, which is why it spared Athena, is, people like, well, your army is people like Krieg and Gage and Salvador. Gage is the only one who's not Pandoran in that group of, like Axton, another. You either have off-planet people that didn't fit in their home planets, just kind of ended up vault hunters in most of those backstories. But yeah, that's it's a smuggler's army. It's an outlaw army. Love that premise. But yeah, that's like, in summary, like everybody tries to paint good or evil in a universe that after playing through it a few times and trying to imagine myself as a living character in it, it seems more like good or evil. It's just a matter of who pays the money to pay the guy with the guns to make sure the good shit happens until someone else pays somebody more money to take the, I don't know. It's a whole, it's the type of stuff that happens out on the fringes of the universe. And I adore it. The level of just upfront psychosis of everybody involved. But yeah, if you hadn't thought of it that way, I mean, when you think about it, the power structure on Pandora is 3 people. It's Zed, Marcus, and Moxie. They're the 3 most famous people, other than Papa Zafford, Papa Hodunk. That's other people are bandit kings and such. So that's the government body of this planet. And oh man. So yeah, in summary, there's not really any overtly good or bad. It's all about money, guns, and who pays what to have who killed to get what done. Which as I don't know, as a fantasy, it seems a lot, I don't know, seems a lot more grounded in what so far human nature is. That's what makes it such a great story. Everybody's chasing their own goals, getting their own, trying to get their own in. Hey, if helping use a sideline on that, cool. But I'm just here for a paycheck. That's kind of seemed like the Vault Hunter way. I'm looking for vaults, makes money, looking for stuff, rare loot, very much the impression I always had as a child when I was 7 and first saw, like, Ben Kenobi's introduction to the Mos Eisley Cantina. No scum and villainy, no matter greater place of scum and villainy will you find. And that seems like Pandora. And now Pandora is the most important place on the universe because apparently, well, theoretically, by conjecture of what's happened so far, is the rest of these vaults are going to start opening. Or at least they need to get found so they can get shut down before they all open at once and we're all fucked. So, yeah. That is Taps, Takes, and Fan Theory fucking 7 episodes of me espousing crazy shit about geeky stuff I love. I don't know, or Taps, Takes, or a fucking Fan Theory. I don't know what we'll call this, but that's Borderlands. If you're a fan and hadn't thought of it that way, yeah, something to think about, eh? Until I do another one of these, which there'll be more. As I get more comfortable, we'll get these better. Hopefully, these will be a lot better, they'll get better as I do more of them. Borderlands was the first. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this, and I hope it gave you some shit to think about if you're a fan of the Borderlands verse. Until next time, that's been me, Jack Tapestry, ranting into a camera in like increments over a span of over a thing. Taps, rants, takes, taps, rants, taps, takes, taps, words. I'm Jack Tapestry, and that was it. Hope you enjoyed it.